Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Nebraska's offense will go on the attack first. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position. To the air, it's Raiola. Got his man quickly. Turning it on! And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. From the gun, running back on the move. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. He wants to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ives. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it's no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will take the field for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely.
It's a running one. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Ives. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Give to the running back. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Golden finds his man on the left. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Setting up the screen. He breaks a tackle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Huskers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Bears the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They boot it away on 4th down. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. That's caught. It's Mills. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Got a man, it's Ball. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cornhuskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Rides to back and leaves it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They boot it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. A little floater there that falls incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Makes the catch. It's Ball. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air. It's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. To the ground and try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Looking for space. It's Clemens. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The play action fake. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Here's a heat. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Rush is on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Here comes the heat. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Got the quick pass. Lowers those pads. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. It's a seam run. Touchdown, Cornhusker. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We promise to keep you posted on what
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Ives. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Caught in the backfield. It's Ives. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Mills. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Hines is tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna look downfield again. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Second down, he'll throw it. On the run, fires downfield. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to take off. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They kick it away on fourth down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. He's got the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Huskers can really attack on this second and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Ives. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Working that left side now. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away.
Timeout, Middle Tennessee.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Lacy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. All by himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. You've got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Off play action. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through the tackle. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the left. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Here's the handoff. Slithers into space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's got it on the right. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Touchdown, Husker! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Is Colorado ready for prime time or what? Ralphie and company are running away with this one right now. They're up by 24 over Georgia Southern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Unleashes it. On target to the left. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's blocked. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Makes a pass to Marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The option look. He'll toss it. Hard running there. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pressure coming. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Lacy. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They've got it first and 10 from the 25.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Unloads to the right. It's complete. And the Huskers are threatening on first and goal.
I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He'll pull it down. Made a defender miss. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense in a split backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Clemens. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. He fires fires to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Ives. And he used that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. He has 89 yards rushing now here in Week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhusker.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in Game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. East Carolina opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Power football with the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
22. 2nd down coming up.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Ives. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Trying to set up the screen. Spin move. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. On the run, it's Ives. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.